field.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They're bringing heat. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when three-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
Washed-up old guy. I heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. Back to throw, it's Beck. Oh, he's going to go up top. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Release to the back. And the missed connection on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. How about that defense rising up and short on fourth down?
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the
like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to the run. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Gets away from one, finds room. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Howard. And the running back able to get his hands on it, but what he couldn't do is keep his feet in bounds. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Complete out of the backfield. All kinds of running room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And, man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march the ball 51 yards for the score. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to throw, it's back. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. So the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Movement here from the tight end. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
That's a great job by the DB playing the ball in the air. You see it all the time. DBs kind of get turned around. The wide receiver goes up and makes a catch. No, sir. DB, great position. Knocks the ball down for an incompletion.
They'll immediately call timeout. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. 1st down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Now rolling to the left. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
Second and 10 here. Scanning the field, it's Howard. Fires it down the seam. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State, the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
The play fake. Keeps looking downfield. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it on the outside, it's Scott.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Great job by the defense there on fourth down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push. There was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the D.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no...
And he intercepts it.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Shakes off the defender. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They feed him again. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Howard. And it's picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Dogs! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
guys are going for two. He'll set up to throw. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick two, as it were. Boy, they want to get this back right now, lining up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling that.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll give it to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You've got to keep defenses off balance.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
The run from the shotgun.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's back. Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got an open man. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Caught behind the line. It's Henderson. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the 1st, and we got a fresh set of downs.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
They'll run the toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Gonna run it. It's Henderson. Kept it on the ground on 3rd down. Picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1.
Well, they come up short. It's not going to set up 4th and 1. If I'm this offensive coordinator, I'm finding who's my biggest, most physical back, the guy that I can trust to get north and go get me this 1st down.
And so I'm bringing all the big bodies in on the defensive line, and I'm making sure I get a little bit of penetration so I don't let that big running back get downhill so he can fall forward, so he can get momentum going. Big-time 4th down and shortcoming.
A field goal try would have been a 51-yarder. They'll opt instead to try to move the chains on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the 1st down.
And I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to...
Fires and picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be...
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away. Nope.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And Reese, listen, we already know. He already threw the interception the last drive. We got to get this together. This is a couple bad plays that we put together now. If I'm an OC, I'm going to make this simple. Maybe I run the football. Maybe I get him a screen. Something easy maybe to get him a little bit back in a rhythm.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's third down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the first down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious to see what they do here on fourth.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
And the offensive line has to do a better job protecting their man. It's fourth down. He needs some time to make a play. The defense brings the blitz, beats the offensive line, and gets the big sack.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
To throw, it's Beck. Find space on the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Now on first down from the 28. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And that pass picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to going deep. And this will be caught at the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to at the 24.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quarterback adapting. He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on 1st down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another 1st down.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. So that's going to do it here in the 1st half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wide out in motion. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lovett. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Shakes off the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Beck. Makes the grab. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And he can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. Especially a guy that's not a huge back.
And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Offensive players, when they got the ball, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Back to pass, it's Beck. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the third interception he's thrown.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. Go straight ahead. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. Now the play fake. Now sliding to his left. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
On the run, it's Etienne. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the offense. To the air, it's Beck. He lobs one high down the left side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Etienne. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Just beautiful. And that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Just buried it.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Going for the big play. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Looking for a man. It's back. Fires left. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
My goodness, he unloads on that one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. And if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Judkins. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for a crease to the left. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Using his legs, it's Henderson. The Buckeyes pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Pocket starts to collapse. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they slot that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse.
Makes the catch down the right side. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Dogs! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the fourth quarter.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Curious call here as they line up for an onside kick with the lead in a one-possession game in the fourth. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
To the air, it's Howard. And it's picked off for the third time today. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Snares it outside. It's dealt. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Trying play action. Fires to the end zone. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Toss sweep to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. Throws to the wideout. Finds him in by himself. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Throws to the back. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39. The defense will have to key on the run and try to get this ball back. Fast motion from the offense. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Looking to the big tight end. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical. And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Henderson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now after the short completion, it's 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Yeah, and this is the time where I'm a defense. I'm slow to get up. I'm making sure I stay on that offensive player. I'm trying to eat up as much clock and make this offense burn as much clock, Palmer, as I can.
And this coaching staff right now, you know they're looking at the analytics too, right? How many timeouts do we have left? We want to think about dialing up some play calls that get guys catching the football or get the ball out of bounds to stop the clock. You've got a good rhythm right here. You're in a good position of the field to go win this thing, but you've got to be really smart with your play calls. This is a no-brainer right now. After that incompletion, trailing by what you are in this area of the field, 4th and short, just kick the field goal. It's what you need to give yourself a chance to win.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Offense in a bunch formation. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man to the left. Got a lot of running room. The 20. Touchdown Bulldogs. And once he got loose, it was all over.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
On to attempt to try. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Flushed out of the pocket. He's taking the deep shot. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting a big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Beck. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And what a big stop for this defense. You think about it. You're trailing by a couple possessions. You need to make something happen now. They take the gamble, go for it. Your offense is in position to try to get yourself back in this football game.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0. You want to talk about big-time throws. This dude has a missile launcher attached to his shoulder.
And he fired that missile in the perfect area. But how about the receiver? You got to go up and make a play, too. Catch the ball with everybody around you. You know where the ball's going, and he's still able to come down with it. What a play.
And he knocked through the extra point, but that just made the loss a little less ugly, and the game is over. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with a W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them from scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot